Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Brown Content. So this time we will be discussing more about what are the major differences between a TFSA versus an RSP account. So I will be giving you a brief description what a TFSA means, what an RSP means, and this is like a beginner's guide. So by the end of the video, I believe you will be taking something back in your mind. Okay guys, so what is a TFSA versus an RSP account? So both the accounts are like a tax sheltered programs. What do you mean by tax sheltered program is it is like you're not paying any taxes on whatever you're saving. So saving can be your interest, saving can be your capital gains if you're investing in your stocks, savings can be related to your dividends. Before we jump or deep dive into what is TFSA versus RSP, so it has few major questions that you need to answer first. First being, what is your major objective? Are you saving for a long term or are you saving for a short term? So if you're saving for a short term, then you should be investing in a TFSA account. So let's say if you are saving for your vacations or you want to buy a car, then you should be investing in a TFSA account. Versus if you're saving long term, then you should be saving in your RSP account. As the name suggests, RSP means Registered Retirement Saving Plan. So you should be saving something for your retirement there. So I will tell you why you should be saving in TFSA for a short term versus a long term in RSP. So in both RSP and TFSA account, your money grows tax free. What is the major difference is in your RSP account, that also contributes to your tax deductible. What does that mean is, so if you let's say are earning 45,000 per annum and your contribution is 5,000 towards your RSP, so you have paid taxes on 45,000 income, but when you claim 5,000 in your RSP, your actual income becomes 40,000. That 5,000 that you have contributed to your RSP gets deducted from your annual income. Thus, you are paying taxes on a less income, so you will be getting some taxes back. So there is a website called CRA, that is Kaneeddaa Revenue Agency. So that will tell you what is your deductible for that year. Like for RSP, generally speaking, it is 18% of your take-home income, that is your annual income, or 27,263, whichever is minimum. That becomes your minimum deposit over your RSP that you can contribute in a year. So you need to check that in your CRA account, what is the contribution for you guys. So coming back to our example, let's say 5,000 was your contribution room for this financial year, let's say 2020, and you were earning $45,000, like that was your take-home income per annum. So as a rough example, for 45%, you fall in under the 20% tax bracket. So 5,000 contributed towards RSP, so 20% of 5,000 is nothing but $1,000 that you will be getting back from CRA, that is our Kaneeddaa Revenue Agency. So this is what we say contribution towards your tax deductible, right? So this is like you're contributing towards your saving, but also getting some taxes back. So you can relate this to same as ATC that we have in India, right? So we contribute towards your SIP, that is systematic investment plans, or you contribute to your PPF or provident funds, and you get that money back after you claim your ITR, what it is your when you file your income taxes. So it's the same procedure over here in Canada as well. So since you're getting the taxes back, so there is some penalty when you take the money out of your RSP account, and that depends upon what are your income bracket, where you fall. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you want to invest long term, then only consider RSP and consume your TFSA account first. The complete contribution towards your TFSA is generally around 6,000 per year per person. So you should consume that as your first priority and then move to RSP as your second priority. And one more tip here is, so let's say when you are new to Canada or you are just starting off your employment, so your starting salary will be pretty low, right? So if you're expecting your salary to go up eventually, so you should be contributing to your TFSA first and you can save on your RSP. So what happens is your RSP keep on accumulating and growing month on month. So let's say your contribution room, coming back to the same example, was 5,000. So it will increase, let's say after 5 years, it will be 25,000. So, but let's say in the starting, let's say it's a T0 or year 0, your salary was 45,000, but after 5 years, let's say your salary is now 125K. So the bracket that you were falling at T0 or the starting of your career was 20%, but now you're falling at 30% as your average tax, or maybe or even more. So you can actually save more if you contribute to your RSP when you are at T5 or your 5th year of your experience. So just to recap for you guys here, as we were saying, $45,000 was your income and $5,000 you were contributing to your RRSP, and your bracket was 20%. But let's say after 5 years, now you're earning 125K and now you're at 30% bracket, and let's say the contribution remains same, that is 5,000. So you were getting 20% of 5,000 back, that was $1,000, versus now you're getting 30% of 5,000 back, that is around $1,500. So you're getting extra tax back from the government. So it's always suggested that you contribute to your RSP when you are at a higher bracket of your income group, so probably higher than the average 100K or plus. So that is always beneficial. Okay, just to point out the major differences between a TFSA account versus an RRSP. The one common similarity between both the accounts is that your money grows tax-free in both the accounts. Only the major differences being in TFSA your contribution is around 6,000 per year, versus in RRSP there is a minimum of 18% of your take-home income per year, or $27,238 that you need to cross-check. That was what I saw on the website for 2020. The second difference being, in TFSA account, your contribution is not tax deductible, whereas in RRSP, your contribution is tax deductible. The third point being, in your TFSA account, if you take out the money out, you regain that contribution that you can contribute afterwards, like after 2 years or 3 years, you regain that particular chunk of the money. So you can say, like, if you take out the water from the bucket, you get that back, or you can invest it more the following years. Whereas in RRSP, once you take out the contribution, you don't get that contribution limit back in your account. I hope now you're clear at what is the major difference between a TFSA account versus an RRSP account. So jumping right into the investments, what should be you investing per month? So as a thumb rule, we use 10% of your take-home salary should be contributed towards your investment. What does that mean? So let's say $1,000 was your take-home income, so you should be contributing around $100 towards your investment account. So we have clarified that in our one of the videos called Conscious Spending Plan. So it might be there in our description, so you might want to check that out. So there are a lot of online brokerage accounts available which can be used to invest the money. So one being a TD account that can also be your bank, and you can also use it for direct investing purposes or investing in mutual funds, stocks, ETFs, index funds, etc. Similarly, you can also use third-party brokerage accounts, let's say a Questrade. So there are like multiple differences which account you should be opting in for. So we'll be creating a separate video that explains the practical use of how to invest. So this video was to give you an idea about TFSA RRSP account and call out the major differences. We'll be uploading a more detailed practical video explaining how to invest in ETFs, stocks, index funds, and we'll walk you through the portal live. Until then, stay safe, take care, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, Brown Content.